every time you put money into that system, make a deposit, a premium deposit, that system grows greater than what you put into it. And then it will do that every single year for the rest of your life. Every year that you take air into your lungs, it will continue to produce that result. That's a machine. Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite pages in this incredible book, Becoming Your Own Banker, written by R. Nelson Nash. There's my man Nelson right there. So my name is Richard Canfield. I'm an authorized infinite banking practitioner with Ascendant Financial, also co-host of the Wealth Without Bay Street podcast over here. Make sure to check out the Wealth Without Bay Street podcast and subscribe to that channel as well. I want to talk to you about one of my favorite pages. So I have a ton of pages that I love in this book. If you can see, I'll flip through. You'll notice there's a lot of highlights and notes and other commentary on different pages and stages of the book. This is also my copy that, of course, I had signed by Nelson Nash. And it's kind of shiny because I've had it laminated and had to go to Staples and get it bound because it was falling apart. And it's one of my most precious assets, and I love this book dearly. It's one of my most favorite possessions in the whole world. So I want to talk to you about one of my favorite pages. Now, I'm going to go to page 85. Now, if you have a Kindle version, or perhaps you've listened to the audio, you may not have the same layout in that example. I always encourage people to get the physical book when it comes to this, because it really is the kind of book that you want to be able to flip back to, read different segments. And as you dig deeper and deeper into this discovery of the process of becoming your own banker, you're going to need to reference this book pretty frequently, much like I do. There's so much gold in here, so many gold nuggets to learn and things to take from it. It's kind of the gift that keeps on giving. Now, I know the recording of this video is early Q1 of 2022. We just past the Christmas season, the spirit of giving. This book has the spirit of giving in it all the time. So I would encourage you to read from it and read from it often. Anyone who has demonstrated success at implementing this process in coaching it, like myself, or implementing in their own life, owns a copy of this book and references, probably flips through it, reads multiple segments at least one time per year. Page 85, one of my favorite pages. I really gravitated to this page. It's kind of a summary page. It encapsulates a lot of key thinking ideas that Nelson covers in the book. And I want to take the time to walk through the core points on here. He has 7 key points that he identifies on points to consider. And I want to walk through them, including my favorite, which is point number 2. But I'll start at the beginning. Point number 1, there are only 2 sources of income at work: people at work or money at work. In the typical American family, or Canadian as it were, through the first half of the 20th century, the father worked outside of the home and the mother managed the home, nurturing the family and instilling spiritual values as the children matured. Now it is widely accepted that a family can't make it without both spouses working outside of the home. It takes 2 incomes just to make ends meet. Could it be a fact that this modern family has no money at work? Great question. It's a thinking question. Point number 2, if you knew at passive income time that you would be getting back every single dollar that you put into a system, that you paid into a system, potentially tax-free, would you ever object to putting more money into it?